Hi, welcome back once again, guys. Have you ever been so excited to get synthetic braiding hair installed just to dread the daily itch and irritation? Well, you're not alone. You're not alone because it does happen to a lot of people. Well, as you may know, many of us have an allergic reaction to the coating sprayed on synthetic hair. But I promise you, it is not the way your stylist braided your hair nor the brand of hair you purchased. I want you to learn more about how you can enjoy your braiding styles longer by treating your hair first. I know you might be wondering what causes the itchiness after you must have fixed your synthetic hair extensions. Well, it's not far-fetched. The answer is not far-fetched. The synthetic braiding hair you purchased was coated with an alkaline lye. Alkaline lye is a chemical distributed onto strands by the manufacturer to produce a wear or heat resistant product. Alright, so it is the alkaline lye that actually causes the itchiness. The overall goal was to create hair that would protect you with a high thermal resistance. However, this added component and can cause our scalp to become extremely irritated, dry and itchy, or even form small hairline bumps. A lot of people experience that. So I want you to sit back and watch what you can do to stop that itchiness. I actually bought these dreadlocks to use on my head, but I said to myself, due to my previous experience, I said, why don't I just teach people what to do to stop this itchiness? Because I've had a friend that went and got her hair fixed. You won't believe she didn't carry this hair for long. She carried it for just a few days because of the alkaline lye, the reaction she got. She's got this tender scalp and a very sensitive one, so she couldn't stand the itchiness. With all the money she spent in fixing this, she got rid of everything. She took them all up. So to save you from this agony, I am going to be demonstrating to you a step-by-step process or procedure of what to do to get rid of this alkaline lye from your synthetic hair extensions, from your dreadlocks, so you can rock them and get your money's worth. It's actually a very easy step to follow. It's not something that maybe you might find difficult to do. It's something you can do in the comfort of your home without you even going to the hair salon to pay for this service for them to get rid of the alkaline lye for you, as some people would want to do before they get it fixed on their head. But this is what you want to do in your own home, and you will be very pleased with yourself. Trust me, you will be extremely pleased with yourself when you do this before you get your hair extension fixed. You want to go ahead, boil some hot water, then put it in a bucket or any container that you feel comfortable to use. Like here, I've got a bucket. It depends on the quantity of the hair extension that you want to treat. That will determine the quantity of water that you're going to use and the quantity of other things that you're going to use. Here I've got apple cider vinegar. Alright, this is the raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar that I've got here. You just want to go ahead and squirt it into the water. Like I said, use your discretion. It depends on the quantity of synthetic hair that you want to wash or that you want to treat. So you got to use your discretion as per the quantity that you want to squirt into the water. So I'm going to be squirting enough quantity that I'll be needing into my water right now. Just because I'm using the unfiltered one doesn't mean you've got to use the unfiltered one. But so long as it's apple cider vinegar, be sure to get apple cider vinegar. It mustn't be untreated. Alright, so just go ahead and give it a squirt like I'm doing now. I'm being generous with mine. As you can see, I am just letting it go in there into the hot water. That is what I'm doing. So that's what I expect you to do as well. Just be generous with it and squirt it in there. And next thing you're going to be needing is bicarbonate of soda. Some people call it baking soda. That is another thing you're going to be needing. These two put together, they are bombers. They help to get rid of the alkaline lye in your synthetic hair extension. So on this note, I'm adding a tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda. As you can see it's just like foaming. It's reacting there. So them put together, they are like a strong team to get rid of the alkaline lye, which the manufacturers have used to spray on this synthetic hair. You want to go ahead and give it a good dip into the water. Mine is not super hot, so because you might be wondering why I'm using my hands to dip it in there. Be sure to protect your fingers, okay? Well, you can see steam, but it's not like it's super duper hot, alright? But be very careful because it depends on how well you can maybe take pains, or maybe just go with hot water. But for me, I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. But I'm using my spoon now to dip it in properly, okay? So you might want to wear a protective hand glove while doing this. Or you might want to use something to push it in like I'm doing now. As you can see, I'm using the tablespoon which I use in dishing the bicarbonate of soda. So to avoid any accident, you want to just use something to dip it in there into the hot water, and be sure to cover everything with water. Dip all of them in there. You want to get rid of the alkaline line. None of these hair extensions is going to be left untouched with this water. So be sure to dip everything in there properly, as much as you can. Be sure to do it. Just keep pushing them in, because as they are going into the water, they're kind of reacting and kind of maybe bouncing back onto the surface of the water. Then be sure to just keep pushing it back in until you feel they're all relaxed and they're all familiar with the new environment, which is the hot water, the baking soda, and the apple cider vinegar mixture. Okay, yeah, it's all new to them, so they're kind of reacting to it, and that is why they keep like coming back on top of the water. They just keep pushing them all back in there, and by the time they all get familiar with it, they're all gonna relax in that water. And you want to leave it in there for like 30 to 40 minutes. Some people say they want to leave there for 20 minutes. Some want to leave it for an hour. It depends on how much time you've got in your hands, okay? So that is what you want to do. Just give it a good push in there. Be dipping them back in there, as you can see what I'm doing. And if you look closely now, though I did apply apple cider vinegar, which may have maybe affected the color of the water, but as you can see, if you look closely, the water has kind of changed color also. Yeah, it's gone a bit more brown, or call it yellow. It might be from the hair color that they use in making the synthetic, or it might be even the acrylic lye. Now you want to let it dry outside, let it drip dry. It's got to drip dry. Don't go kind of twisting it to get rid of the water. If you want to do a clever thing, you just want to hold the end of the bundle, then you kind of fling it in the air. So because it's so light, it doesn't really hold water, you know. It's not going to take, if you're in a very sunny or tropical area, it's not going to take up to like 20 minutes before it gets dried. If you hold the end of the bundle and kind of just make sure you give it a good swing in the air to get rid of the water, that's going to help it to dry very fast. But what I'm going to say to you, do not twist it, do not squeeze it, just let it drip dry. As it is drip drying, it is going back to the normal form, the normal shape from the manufacturer. If not, if you go ahead and twist it or kind of squeeze it, it's going to look all wonky and it's going to look like it's old unknown to people that you've not even used it. So you want it to still retain that manufacturer's or that factory look that it came with. So that is why it is important that you let it to dry and not to go ahead twisting it or trying to squeeze it to, like, you wash your clothes and you want to, if you're not using a washing machine and you just want to twist it to get rid of water in it, you don't do that with this because you're going to get it all wrong for them. Well guys, I hope you've learned something important, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that, and I'll see you in my next video again. Thank you for watching. Bye.
There's no